And we're in.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Shelly Line no fake and V-Love Bird. Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Shining light and be love bird. Shining light and be love bird. Shining light and be love bird. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shining light and be love bird. Shining light and be love bird. Shining light and be love.
Hey, Facebook fam. We are in the building. V is still down, y'all. So we're going to have to bring our lovely co-host back. We got Coach Liz Marie and we got Miss Anno back in the building from New Orleans. We going to make it do what it do till my girl get right, y'all.
Yes,
Pray
please
for
feel
her.
better, V. Please feel better.
Sick, baby is sick. So tonight's topic is, can a relation become stronger after infidelity? Ladies, your thoughts.
Yo no sé nada. I don't know nothing. Yo no sé.
You say no.
I got trust issues.
No, not happening.
If you'll do it once, you'll do it again.
Okay, what you think, Miss Anno?
My on that, sometimes and sometimes not. When you're talking personally, just depends on what type of infidelity.
Sexual.
And how long.
Let's just say
how
sexual.
Long.
Let's say it was a sexual infidelity.
Because of course, I mean, I have firsthand experience with that. Because I did have infidelity, not me, but it was within my marriage. So, and I stayed. Did it get better? One thing about getting better, okay, you have to be completely a person that, like, say for instance, if you're willing to make it work, have that talk. And I believe, like, when you're going into it, forgiveness is forgiveness. Right, like if you choose to go beyond that part of the infidelity, I think that trust, you got to go in there with a clear mind. And I guess it's hard for some people. But for me, I did. I went in, trusting that we had the conversation and trusting that, hey, you did this for this reason. We're going to fix this or whatever like that. And I did. Was the relationship better? For a while? It was better. But then ended up in divorce, but not just for that infidelity, for numerous other things. But I believe that it can, because I have seen some people that left from infidelity and have like this, better communication. Their relationship is better, but that didn't happen for me. But I believe that it can happen because I've seen it before. And then, it's about putting that bond in between you guys. So I've got, of course, like this guy said, Brian said, spiritual aspect. If you in line Christ in your relationship, I think, yeah, faith, it can help. So, I mean, for me, I did it, I went past, infidelity. And I think for a while, our relationship was good, but I guess it wasn't strong enough to withstand all the things that have happened in it, like with infidelity and all those different kind of things.
I think for me, Uh, it's kind of sticky because I think once you accept somebody that has brought infidelity into your house, to your room, to your bed, whatever, you then have to, every time you look at that person, you can't doubt. You know what I mean? Like you can't doubt everything they do. And I think that would be the hard part for me. I would always be like, like, what he doing? Like, what he doing? So for me, I probably couldn't just hang in there. I don't think I could do it just personally,
Hmm.
unless of course we have a relationship that's open like that, then that's a different story. But if it's like somebody that I'm with and we supposed to be like this union kind of thing going on, and then some craziness just swing in there, nah, I probably won't be, because that stuff come with a whole lot of headache, because then you got to worry about how attached is the girl, what's how attached is he, and then that's a lot. It's a lot heavy. It's a lot heavy.
That was one of my things when I say maybe about it. Just depends on how long that relationship went on. It depends on the things they did. You always want to know, like, what she did better than me, or what did y'all do, and I think if a person is fully, sorry for it, and they truly love you, I think they would change some aspects of whatever. But you definitely can't go in with all the doubt. And like once you choose to stay there and to move forward with it, I don't think you should constantly throw that in that person's face, because it's definitely not going to work because of that. But I
Not at
think
all.
that a lot of relationships, that I know of, one of them is my grandmother, and my grandfather. They had infidelity early on in their marriage or whatever, and they stayed together, and they had, like, to me, they had the textbook relationship,
Right.
that
Right.
black book, the black book. They had that type of relationship, but it's to each his own.
Brian
Some
said,
people could deal with
Brian
certain
said,
things.
let me read some of these things. He coming up. Brian said he said, put the world aside sometimes. He also said, like we always say, noon's perfect. No one's perfect. I think that was supposed to be separate. No one's perfect. Hey, Kurt. Ravonda said, once trust is broken, it's almost impossible to get it back. She's agreeing with what Miss Eno said. And Brian says love conquers all. I think, Brian, sometimes love can conquer all, but it, once again, like what Miss No said, it's gonna come into play. Can you forgive and not keep bringing it back up? Because if you're gonna forgive somebody, you can't forgive somebody and then every time they turn around, you going, but remember what you did, but remember what you did, because that's gonna become a pain in the ass. So that's why I said you have to pick and choose your poison. If you know in your mind you really, really in your soul can't deal with that, I wouldn't tell nobody to try to deal with it, because
Right.
infidelity can ruin, especially like if it's infidelity and a child is born, or if you all kind, or you brought something
Oh,
home, or a disease came home, or you don't know, infidelity can rock a lot of different ways.
wait, you didn't say about the child. See, that is one thing that I think I can't deal with. The
Child,
child. If you bring a child in there, because I'm not accepting that child. I'm just sorry. And I know children shouldn't have to go through that, but that's a no-go for me. The
yeah.
child, that you talk a whole different story. See, we just talk about the infidelity.
You said, hold on, wait a minute, that ain't what we doing here. But no, you got to bring it all in, because
The
infidelity
child,
brings different things.
yeah, but people could cheat. Like mine cheated, but mine didn't bring no baby back home.
She said, he ain't bring no baby
So
back home. Let's say, what you think? You quiet, and you ain't
no,
never quiet.
cause oh right, exactly. No, I had to really like think, like, because I'm still in that stage in my life where I'm healing from infidelity and dating and relationships like that. Because I am sorry that happened to you, Miss No, because I wouldn't know what to do if I was married and my spouse. Like, I'm a all or nothing type of person, because when
Mhm.
I love hard. And if I know for a fact that I'm going into something, I'm intentional about where I'm putting my energy. I'm
Right.
intending on loving you for who you are. I'm intending on understanding you for who you are, whether we're similar or different. I accept all of you from in and out, not just looks, but intellect, emotional, spiritual, anything. I accept the person 100% because I accept me. So if I'm able to understand and accept me and value me, I'm going to give you that same respect and that boundary to also value you just the same. So I'm an all or nothing type of person. So being an all or nothing type of person, I'm very, very, very high key on do not waste my time.
Right.
Time is precious. I lost my father 2 years ago, and it showed me that time waits for no one. I recently lost exactly, and I recently lost a friend that I went to high school with, that we were very close, and they were murdered. Time waits for no one. So are you with me or not? What do you want?
That's one way to look at it.
I
Cassandra, let me just read some of these things off. Cassandra
Go ahead.
said, yes, it's to each his own. Karan said, gotta pray. Brian said, true. Ravonda said, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. I agree with that
Yes.
part. You're going to think about that. It's not going to just leave your mind. That's for damn sure.
No, I don't think it's gonna leave your mind.
It says you can't hold it over no one's head. That's true, Brian. You can't, but in the same breath,
Hard.
it's hard. It says all she said all bets off if a child comes for me, and that comes from it. That's the part that I think everybody would probably draw the line on. There are some people that I've seen women. Now I've seen women that have stuck through it with Jules, that bring home many babies, not one baby, two babies, three babies, and they just keep doing it. And the women keep forgiving and forgiving. But what point do you be like, hell no, I know my worth, and I know I'm worth more than this?
Right.
Because that point when you say a baby coming,
the point exactly.
That's
the part you wait. I've been messing around. Look, babe, I gotta come tell you something. I did this and the baby there. Okay, that's it. No more to talk about.
The baby's gonna be the closing deal.
Because you know why?
That's the icing on the cake.
Because I can't. You cannot. When you go into a situation, forgiveness comes first. Okay.
Right.
And how can you forgive somebody when their infidelity have to constantly stare you in your face for the rest of your time being married? That child not going nowhere. So that child has to come to your house. You have to, even if you're on this, I mean, it's too much. It's too much. It's constantly throwing in my face. You know, that you cheated on me. It's constantly throwing in my face. And then you know what? I don't know about, but most of women that brought a baby into a marriage that they weren't in, they're bitter. So they're gonna give you a run for your damn money.
True.
With that child. And they got, hey, this ticket that's looking in your face that's gonna be there. And I don't think I could have dealt with that. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. And then the point about it is, if it's somebody you didn't have any kids with.
Yeah. That'll be a puncher. That'd be like yeah, that's like a million slaps in 20 different parts of your heart all day, every day. Just like that thought.
That's a killer.
Brian said, not if I'm married. He also said it's a spiritual situation at that point. Hey Ethium, he said, I don't know what
I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You can read it. Go ahead.
Okay, it says I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but he said, I think infidelity can ruin a relationship, but if two people are strong enough, they can survive the turmoil and turn things around. Just to have faith and communication, and most of all, turn over a new leaf and be faithful. Here's the problem. I have to disagree with that. Why? Because I'm a product of that, unfortunately, but I am. I disagree with that because everyone wants to say, no disrespect to anyone who is religious or believes in a higher power. A lot of people use Christianity as a crutch and an excuse to do, and then they end up doing it again. I've seen it with friends. I've seen it with family. I've seen it even with my own situation. I got cheated on, and one person that I know that cheated on me actually got someone else pregnant. So it was like, I get it 1,000%. And then they say, well, it's a spiritual situation. I've always heard that. And I have to disagree because they're saying, well, forgive me. The thing about it is, how many times are you going to say sorry? And expect the person to always, accept it, because saying sorry without change is manipulation.
Correct.
You have to first understand, why am I doing this? Why am I hurting the person that I say I love?
There you go.
Clearly, if you're hurting that person, you don't love them. You love you, and you love what you're getting out of the situation.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
not saying that everyone's incapable of, resisting the devil, so to speak, because everybody's gonna get, tempted. We're human beings. But once you understand the mistake you made, take a really good hard look at yourself and say, what I could have done better? So that way, the next time, if this situation was to come again, I'll know how to avoid it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So, say all of that, right? And say if a person is truly sorry and they're truly fixing those things that caused them to do that. So, we're talking about, do you think that's something that you would, like, if, say for instance, you were put in that situation, if a person was doing all those things that you said need to be done, would you give it a chance?
Yeah, that's different. I'm like this.
Okay.
I'll give you a chance if I see, like, literally see you proving yourself, and I'm
And
gonna allow you the space, time, and opportunity to do that. And I'm not gonna hold it over your head. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you did this, you did this. I'll forgive.
Okay. All right.
Like, I'll do that. But the minute,
That's understandable.
if it does happen again, then all bets are off.
Vonda said,
I think-
absolutely. Just said, Brian said, my bad. Not sure what he was saying to Mr. Hunter. I'm not trying to pronounce that first name. You know, I always mess it up. I hope you ladies are having a great night. Yes, I think we all are. Brian said, I don't cheat, though. That would be fact. I can vouch for that one. I know that, Brian. I know, honey. Tiffany
Brian
said,
trying to get himself out of that.
he said, I'm out at the first sign of infidelity. Ravonda said, period. Bill Cosby's doing it. Oh, stop. Don't mess with Bill Cosby.
Don't mess with my boy. I love Bill Cosby.
Brian said, I'm just a man. I'm just not a man like that. He said he can relate. He said, my body is sacred. Everybody can't have it. That's true. I believe that part. I think that you should. I think people should probably have a little more of that in their life.
Yeah,
He said, first and foremost. Mr. Hunter said, but I didn't use Christianity. He's talking to you, the set. And
I brought it up. I wasn't saying you did. I was bringing it up because I've heard that similar to the Christianity aspect before. So it's nothing against you, Mr. Hunter. It was just something that it kind of related to what you were saying. So I hope there's no confusion.
Vonda said, most of the time a cheater never stops cheating. Mr. Hunter said, what if it was one time? We talked about if it was one time. That's what Miss N.O. was saying. She was saying, what if it was one time and he really tried to change and this, that, and the third? But then Ravonda turned around and said, a cheater always cheats. I think it's about self-control. I think it's about how much control you have. Like I said, if you come to a table and you tell me, we're going to have a relationship, I love you, but I love other women. I like to be like this. I think life is about choices. I think if how somebody steps to you and how they come at you in the beginning is what you kind of run with. If you put yourself, if you meet a guy and he's cheating on someone else to get with you, then you got yourself a cheater. Because you know what I'm saying? You done got somebody who's already doing it to somebody else. So that's how they roll. Same go with women. If you find yourself a woman and she got Ben living at the house and they're a couple and she creeping out here with you and you can't never go to her house and he can't, that's confusing to anybody's mind and spirit. So that's what we call it. We call it cheating. Anytime, let me define that for you because some people get this a little screwed up. Anytime you are sneaking out of your home and you cannot have company because somebody live with you or don't live with you, that is cheating. If you are meeting Sarah at the Waffle House and your person at your house don't know, that is cheating. I mean, people be trying to act like they don't know the word.
Yes, to twist it to make it fit their narrative.
It does. It takes a lot of time to do it. You got to be over here, dodging, making sure nobody don't see you. Atlanta is this small. you think about what you're going into.
Exactly.
It's
I agree 100%. If your partner doesn't know that you're doing it, it's cheating. If you
exactly.
gotta hide it, it's
It's
cheating.
cheating.
You gotta turn over your phone, it's cheating.
It's cheating.
You're texting your ex boo, it's cheating. Cause do I know you texting your ex boo?
If you
Even
don't know
flirting.
somebody exists in a picture, then something is wrong with the picture. It's like I have 50 million guy friends, right? And I'm dating a dude. I'm not gonna have a problem answering my phone if one of my dude friends call me because those are my friends. Now, if you see me take this phone and I'm like hiding it, turned upside down, sweating when the phone rings, it might be a little bit more than that phone call. But I mean, we grown, honey. When you get a certain age, hiding and sneaking become like a job. It's like a chore. No, you shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
No, it becomes what Etienne, I think I got it right. Please read my comment again. It had nothing to do with Christianity or spirituality. That scroll has went way up this timeline. Kevin said, "Amen, sir." Not sure who you're speaking of, Kevin. He said, "Okay, Kevin, I don't understand what you wrote there, baby
I
boy."
understood. He said
Is that
I
what he's saying?
understood you. So what did he understand?
Okay, because I had the Y and the U got me confused. Kevin, you got to come back and elaborate on that, baby. Brian said, "Well, thanks." He said, choices for sure." Vanna said, "They
Well,
never
no.
be honest about it." Ain't nobody ever gonna be honest about cheating, honey. People don't just come to you and tell you they cheating.
I don't know about that because mine did. That's how I found out.
He just came
He
and told you.
confessed.
Yeah. Well, hell, you
He
might not have
confessed.
been mad.
I come to tell you something and da 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 da. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, he was
Confessed.
honest.
Because I think when a person, because he had no reason to confess because nobody was gonna come and tell me nothing or anything like that. So I think when he came confess, I think that is something he wanted to stop.
He was
I
trying
think
to
the
stop.
hiding, yeah, I think the hiding to me it means that you want to continue doing what you're doing. If you
Right.
bring it up and tell me the person and you did it, that means because you wanted to stop. That's the way I feel, at least. I mean, I could be
Right.
wrong.
It's true.
But
No, it's
if you
true.
continue hiding, that means you want to continue doing it.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. I mean, but sometimes you think about it, maybe sometimes when people cheat and they get caught in a situation where they don't know. They're trying to choose between two things. One over here may bring something that the one over here ain't bringing, and then they don't want to let go to this one because they may have a little more time with this one, but they still kind of like need that little edge. It don't make it right, but I'm assuming this is how a cheater probably thinks. I
They
think in
want
their mind they'd be like, "This is normal."
they
Brian
want to
said,
have their
"Your
cake.
morals matter." Period. Etienne said, "I don't agree with a cheater always cheats. There are plenty of people in this world that cheated because and changed their ways. The fear of losing a good woman is horrible. That can be a chance a lot of guys. That can be change. That can be chance a lot of guys. I think that's how that reads. Um, well, I agree with you on that. I don't think a cheater always cheats. Vonda said that, but I think it's very hard for them to stop. I think some people can't help it. I really do. I think
I
people
think they get so far. They let it go so
get
far
deep
to where they
get
don't know how
deep
to get
into
out
it.
of it.
Yeah. But see, this is the thing I don't know about. This is the thing I can't stand about cheating people. If you're dating me, right? And you're
Mm-hmm.
cheating on me, and
Right.
you over here cheating with Sarah. Why
Mm-hmm.
do you have to tell Sarah stuff bad about me that I ain't doing? Like, why would you be like, oh, she crazy, she be kicking
I can
rocks,
answer
she
that.
beat children?
I can
Like,
answer
why
that.
to degrade the other woman if it's really nothing that she's doing?
I can answer that.
Because
Right.
a lot of men do that. They be like, oh, and then when the girl decides she want to call you and sing the canary, she gonna tell you all this shit this person done said about you. Be thinking, and you be sitting there going, really? Like, really? I was her. I did that. So that's the part I don't never get with people that cheat. You know,
My guy friends have said that like the reason why they've done it, like some that admitted that they used to do it, they do it so that way the females don't want nothing to do with each other. So if they want
oh,
nothing to do with each other, they will never get caught.
is that the game of it
Because
all?
if you think if say if you got Yeah, it's a game. If you got a man, right, and your man is cheating, and he's over there with Sarah, like you said, with Sarah, and he's telling
Mhm.
Sarah, yeah, you know, Shelly crazy, Shelly this, Shelly that. In Sarah's mind, she's gonna be like, oh, really? That's how she is? Well, we don't need to be bothered with that. You don't need to do this. You don't. She doesn't want nothing to do with you. She doesn't want to be reminded of you. She doesn't want to have anything of
Right.
relevance. So it makes her want to stay away. And then the same thing, vice versa. So the more the two females don't want to be near each other and they stay away, he's like, okay, great. So they don't have to know about each other. All right. I'm good to go. I get to have my cake and eat it too.
You can do both, and they're never going to talk because they both hate it. Vonda said cheating is
Exactly.
too much damn work. Brian said facts. Woo, that's a lot going on there. Okay, y'all start reading some of these, honey. They coming in like paste.
I don't believe every person that has cheated always will treat. Once a God lose a woman that mean everything to him, some will change forever. If they are smart and really love her, I know I can be faithful for life. Ah, okay.
Okay. Brian said, why cheat? Ravonda said, that's rare. Brian said, what
No,
is
I
that?
believe that what he said. I believe
That
that
is
what he
rare.
said. Yeah,
Brian said, I
no,
don't
I
understand.
believe that once a woman like a man cheat and like things going on and he about to lose his woman, I think he'll change.
Miss Enno, I don't know where you went, baby. You disappeared off the screen, though. There you go. You got dark.
Get to the door.
Um,
I believe that they'll change. I have seen it before.
where
I have
people
seen it
actually,
before. Yeah, they actually change because they realize that there's nothing out there for them. That like, what am I cheating for? Like really, like I was tripping. Like this is really a good woman because sometimes they have to see other things or lose what they have to really appreciate what they have.
but you know what's so crazy though? A
Hmm.
woman can deal with a man cheating, but let a woman cheat on a man, honey.
Oh, he's done with
Mm-mm.
her. That's the
He is
that's
done
what's
with
he's
her.
done. He's done.
Forever.
She's gone.
It's
Blocked,
like, yeah,
cut
it's like
off.
a cutoff. Like I can't do it. I
Yeah.
don't get that part. Is it because the coochie was yours? I I swear to God, that's the one thing I just be like, this is not
Unfair.
how we it's there. You can't do that. And a lot of men can't live with it. I mean, a lot of men be like, oh hell no, I can't even deal with her no more. Maybe the touch is different. I know for me to be cheated on, it's like when he touched me, I would probably cringe. You know what I mean? Like my body shut off very quickly. So if I have this graphic, great sex life with you, and then like and I know you sleeping with someone, everything shuts off. I don't want to suck your dick. I don't want your dick in me raw. I don't want.
Facts.
It's a lot of stuff to be
Because
like,
that is
no,
somebody
I
else's
can't
on it
picture
now.
it. In my mind, I just be like, I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't do it. I'd be like, go on, baby, you had to do it. Do you? More power to you. Be happy and much love, because I know in my gut I'd be sick to my stomach every time he touched me. I'd be like, oh, it'd be a cringe for me. It'd be a cringe. So no, I'm better off never knowing no shit like that because I couldn't do it.
I
I know I
think
couldn't do it.
I know. I think that a lot of people deal with it because some people have so much invested in it.
Fuck investment.
And
I'm sorry.
but
Fuck
Shelly,
investment.
really and truly, you know, and I know that if, like, say for instance, like you can have a real good man. Okay, he can do everything in the world for you. You
Mhm.
know, he can give you the world. And if he just make this mistake, right? You have to wind up selling your house. You have to give up this. And some people just don't want to lose what they have invested in it. They're willing. It's almost like similar to like I mean, I don't want to okay. It's similar to a situation like this, okay? And you know a lot of people did this in the past, right? Like my aunt. My aunt and uncle slept in different beds for 18, 19 years.
Right.
Raised all their children in that house. He had his own bedroom. She had her own bedroom. They raised their kids. You know why? Nobody was willing to give up their house, their kids, their, you know, I don't want to be a part-time daddy. I don't want to be the outside dad. I don't want no other man up in there over my children's head. And he paid the bills. He did everything in that house, but they lived separate lives further as like she had a man, her man they never came to the house. They never disrespect the house.
Mhm.
So they did whatever, and that happened for years. That
Well,
happened.
me and
I
my
mean,
ex-husband lived like that for years. Me and Jillian's dad. But when well, this is the thing, and he's probably watching. But this is the thing with that, and that's crazy because I'm about to put it out there. But when he stepped outside, right?
mhm,
I took the blame for it because I kind of pushed him out there. So I didn't
mhm.
fault him because I was like, I was doing some different shit. So I was like, do you, I was that chick. I was like, do whatever it is you're gonna do. Just stop getting at me. Just stop you coming at me too hard because I can't. I feel crowded. And when he actually went and did it, it was like it, it was almost like a because I didn't think that he really was gonna go do it, but but he did. But it was it took a minute, and then we worked it out. We bonded it back together, and then it was always that that distrust. Like no matter what I did, no matter how much we grew, it was always like, oh, but I can't get this part right, and oh, I don't want to, And even though I'm a woman, I'm gonna tell you, I put him out there in them streets. I was like, I don't want to do this. This is what I'm doing. I'm rocking over here. I'm trying to get my career right. You in my way, please. Let me just back up off me. Go get who you want. I mean, that's kind of how I broke, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. It was ugly, but at the time, I was at a point in my life where I was in them streets, and the street was calling. And I was moving a certain kind of way. I ain't lying, y'all. I was over here, over there, over there. But I'm a woman from afar. So, and maybe that's why we get along great now, because it wasn't like this bad blood. It was like, okay, you stay over there in that room. I'm gonna stay in this one. We gonna do us on the inside of this house, and we ain't nobody got to be in our business. And that I never touched him, never slept with him, never did none of that. After we parted in our minds that we was apart, but was it hard? Was it hard to forgive for me? Hell yeah. I mean, I was like, oh, fuck that. No, I can't do this. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do that no more. No, I don't have it in me to do that part. I'm not good at that one. Not good at the cheating and coming back and want to love on me. No. Um,
Right.
Vonda said, from my experience, Brian said, I'm gonna say it again. They're addicts. Yeah. She said until they meet and discover all the lies he told about each of them, and that's true. That's what we just said. Be like when they find out that you're talking about people. Okay, y'all jump in anytime y'all want to grab some of these little ass
People need
things.
rehab. LOL.
I was saying it's rare for a man to confess when Miss O said her ex did. It is rare for a man to confess unless he really loves that woman and he really wants to make it work. Oh, Mr. Hunter, that's why you felt so defensive this evening.
Yeah, somebody
Okay.
cheated on somebody already.
Ah, that's the real tea. I cheated when I was young, but I lost a good one, and that changed me. I don't ever want to be in a situation like that again. I have let it burn like Usher. that 80-20, that 80-20 rule is real. I'm that guy that would be in my backyard fixing things around the house. I'm looking for someone to live the rest of my life with forever and never ever cheat again. So when I find that right person, I'm locked in and I will hold her higher than the heavens. Can I say something about this? I appreciate what he said, but at the same time, I really want to like put Mr. Hunter and other men who think like this on. Why is it that you spend your younger years? Because I'm one of those younger people. Why do you spend your younger years breaking hearts and then expect someone to want to spend the rest of their life at a certain point going forward with you? That you expect someone at, no offense, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then want to say, I want to settle down. How do you know that that woman wants to do that going forward? We have a body clock.
Well,
I mean, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
You said we
so
have a body who?
my thing,
A body clock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is, I don't think, just like anybody should be damned for their past or what they did as a young age, because you're very immature. You don't even have the mindset. Like my mindset that I have now at 46,
Mhm.
I never had it. You tell me at 20, and I'm a woman, I didn't have no mindset like that.
Uh-huh.
You do
Uh-uh.
whatever come to your mind, whatever's fun. You're very free spirited, and you think you have all the time in the world. You don't never remember telling you gotta do this, you gotta do this. Like, I could do that tomorrow. Like tomorrow, to me, never gonna come. I
Right.
can't, I can't, I can't bank on tomorrow. But when I was younger, my mind thought that I just had all the time in the world to this world keep on turning, and you hit that age. You're 21, the next thing you know, you're 30. Like, damn, where that time went? Time does not wait on nobody. So at the same time, what I'm saying is, if I always want a man that's experienced, that's been somewhere, that's lost something. Because that's the men that know how to appreciate, like him, the next woman that's a good woman gonna come in his life, he gonna know how to appreciate it because he have lost
something already. Yeah.
So somebody who have lost something, he's gonna cherish whatever comes to him. Like when he find that one, like he said, he gonna hold her higher than the heavens. And I believe that because he have lost.
Yeah, sometimes you have to lose something to gain something. I do believe
like
that.
Like that song, you have to lose to win sometimes. Mm-hmm. You don't know that you losing until you really lost it. And you never, like that old saying, you never miss your well till it runs dry.
Sometimes
you feel like run dry, you be like, you dying. So, I understand and I believe that. And I believe that, you know what, that's the best men to have. A man who have lost something. And who's going to accept it and who's going to embrace that and who know that, because some people they lose somebody and they don't did all the messing up in the world, and guess what? They're still not going to take the blame. They're not going to accept responsibility for their actions and the things that they put in. They're going to always blame it on somebody else. Oh, I did it because of this, or I did it because of that. She did me that, he did me that. That don't mean you got to do that. You leave. You don't have to cheat on nobody and try to get nobody back for what they done to you. What you do is you move on and you get back. Keep it stepping, move it. Don't hurt nobody else, because hurt people hurt other people. So if you feel like you're hurt, you need to get out of there. Why? Like even a woman that's dealing with abusive relationship, like get out. Dummy, like why you still there?
But that Miss Anno, that comes back to what you said prior. Sometimes it ain't that easy. Sometimes it's not that easy. Like you said, some people want to hold on for the house. Some people know they cheat and they hold on to the children. Like the movie with Denzel and what's the name, when he cheated on her and brought the baby home and what's it called? What's that movie called? Shit.
Oh, I know, The Fences.
The Fences. And how he brought and she took care of that baby. Did you see? If you saw the movie, you saw the hurt on her face when that baby came in that door. It was
that's
like
what they used to do in the 60s and the 70s. Try that crap today. These women come with a butcher knife.
Just imagine if you're a man and your wife or your girlfriend come home and she pregnant with a whole nother man baby. That's how it is when a man brings home a baby.
But she couldn't have children, right?
Right. She couldn't have none. So, but that wasn't right. He was cheating with the other girl. He was actually cheating with that lady, and then that baby came, and she didn't want that baby.
She wanted that baby.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think of what you bring into you got to think of what you bring into your house. I hear people saying, "I can't leave because I'm holding on to this," and I think to me that's just an excuse that people use to cheat, because some people be in a house with somebody still over here talking to this other person, lying to the both of them, and then have the girl they cheating with believing that they can't leave the house because she holding on to your money, and if you move and you don't put all this time. I mean, how what is your sanity worth? That's what you need to ask yourself. Like, is your sanity worth holding on to a house that's $250,000, or is your sanity worth saying, look, I take all this shit and just let me be done?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Michelle. Like the age I am now, I'm not taking no losses. You messed up. I'm not leaving my household.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not leaving my household, and you know what? And I'm gonna be just as fine. And I don't take too many losses.
Though. I mean, I hear people say that.
It's better to know. It's better to know.
Right.
If I know what's going on, how
do you live happily? How do you live happily even if you're in the same house and you're living apart? How do you live happily like that unless you have this little neutral ground where you know what's going on with the situation, but that's
I
a
know what
hard
it
thing.
is. It ain't no love here no more. It's no love here no more. I know what it is. It's better to know. To me, I can understand. I can accept an open relationship. I can understand if you letting me know what it is. What I don't understand is the lies, the
On top of
lying, the
on top.
stuff, the
Because once you
leaving
tell
me
one
on,
lie, you
the
got to keep telling 100
unknown.
lies.
Like I don't know what's going on. You're cheating out here. You're doing this. I could live with the known. If I know what it is, I could accept what it is and let me start from there. I can't do the lie and the deceit. I can't do that part of it. Like if
Well,
somebody comes to you and they're telling you what it is,
right,
that's why a lot of women, that's why I believe a lot of women accept being with somebody else's husband or somebody else's man because they think it's a better situation because they've been lied to so much and they've been whatever. Some man telling
right.
you, look, I want to be with you, but I'm not leaving my wife. If you could accept me for being with my wife, and I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna mess with no married man. But I'm just saying, like many women accept a man that's married because of that reason. They accept it because it's true. It's more truthful than what they ever had in their life.
True.
You know, it's something truthful. You know, if somebody like how real you think this is? A man meet you, look, you're a nice lady. I have somebody. I just want to spend a little bit of time with you. I can't offer you much.
You
I'm just
sound
being
like a
real with
pro.
you. I'm just real with you.
You said
I
that you
can't
got
offer you more. I
professional.
can't offer you more, but this is what I can offer you. And you know what? If you ain't
But
got
that is
nothing
what they
going
say,
on and
though.
you ain't find nothing better than you gonna roll with that because all you're looking for is a little, somebody to show you a little bit of attention. He
As
gonna
if you
take you
ain't
out.
got
He
shit and
gonna
you
wine
trying
and
to put.
dine you. He gonna take care of you. And guess what? These niggas out here ain't wifing nobody. They ain't giving you. They ain't taking care of no damn bills. So that might be, oh shit, that's Denzel to her because she ain't never had nothing going on anyway.
That's
It
awful.
honestly sounds like it just that a lot of people just don't want to be without. That's what it kind of sounds
Nobody
like.
really don't want to be alone. Come on now.
Right.
Do
Like
you
Nobody
really want to
wants
be
to be
alone? Be honest.
alone. Okay, so really and truly, nobody wants to be alone. But do you settle for somebody selling you down? Because you're really selling yourself at this point. Do you settle for half, or do you just say, "Let me be by my damn self"? Because this
I
is how
gotta
I
agree.
think. First of all, God
With
ain't gonna
that.
send me somebody half, baby. When He said He coming home. So if you coming in my life at this point, like you said, your age in my life, and I got my own peace of mind going on over here, you finna bring me some confusion in my fucking house? You're crazy. It's
I
crazy.
wouldn't do it because of our age, but I'm just telling you the mentality of a woman, a scorned woman that think there's something better. If she had nothing better than that coming to her, if every man that she have been only do sit up there and use her, don't give no return, don't do nothing. Like you might go on that first date, y'all might hit after 3 weeks or whatever. Y'all might have sex after 2-3 weeks, and guess what? It's business as usual. So you got somebody that's offering you a little bit more than what you ever had. Do you understand that a lot of
I
women
get you.
are abused? That men just misuse them because they're nice or they're looking for love or whatever. For whatever reason, I have a friend that really,
Black
all my
men. This is
years of
all like it.
knowing
Black
her.
men do it. Black men do
No,
it.
not only
Black
black women,
men
men,
do
because
the
the difference.
most.
Let me tell you what black men do. Okay, black women don't have the money. See, the white man could have a mistress. He could have a wife, a mistress, and a damn girlfriend. And guess what? Everybody being taken care of. What the black men do, they lay on your ass. Then they want damn cheat. They ain't doing jack in the damn house, and
Oh,
then they cheating, and then they bringing the babies home, and don't got shit. You gotta,
Nah.
like they used to
unemployment,
say, you gotta
calling out
pay to
their
play.
name.
You
So
gotta
you're
pay to play.
wait. So so basically you're saying that a white man could have a mistress, a wife, and a girlfriend, and a black man can't because a black man's lazier than a white man?
No. I didn't say that. I said that's why she said that only black men do that. And I said,
Oh,
no. I said all of them do that. The difference is
It's the,
between
the
the two
category.
is that the difference between the category is because people don't look at the white man from doing that, but they do the same thing that the black man do. But what they do is they maintain it a little better. They keep their mistress
Yeah.
quiet.
Y'all make it messy. Where it's
Give
all
you
over
that
the
hush
place.
money.
The difference. Yeah, the difference is white men have people sign NDAs, non-disclosure agreements.
You don't say nothing. We ain't
They
talking
get that
about it.
hush money. They give that hush
Right,
money or that hush up.
right, and
They're
that's
gonna pay you to be quiet, and girl, they're gonna be like this. They're gonna be sitting there being quiet. You know anything? I don't know nothing.
I keep
They
trying
ain't
to
gonna
tell you the
say
difference. These national, you think about it. You think
what
about
you
Indian
come knock on your door.
men.
I been with your man and no, and yeah, girl, Chiquita come and knock on your door.
She'll knock on your door. She gonna tell his business, and he gonna be standing in line going, "I ain't never touch her. I ain't never touch her." Men do stuff. You know which culture that I do admire? Indian men. You know why? Because an Indian man, their culture is you can marry and have as many wives, and you got the main wife got to train the other wives, and they got to fall in queue. They all know about each other, but their whole standard is you have to be able to take care of all the wives equally. There's a difference. Let's take the white man, the black man. Like you said, the white man gonna keep it a little more quiet. The black guy gonna have to go tell this boy, yeah, I'm hitting that ass, I'm tapping it. Now Susie done got when you hitting her ass and you got Jane over here at the house. So now she trying to find her on Facebook to figure out who the hell she is. Black men make it messy. And then the saddest part about black man, which I find so sad, when they cheating, then they want to come home to you and fuss and scream and kick and call you all kinds of names and make you feel crazy. That's where the self-esteem come in. But if you keep allowing, lovely ladies that's watching this part, you keep allowing men to break your spirit and you think you cannot walk away from some material bullshit and he's beating you to hell down just because he drive a Benz, your brain is not. Bye. See, I can't. That's where my mind just fall apart. I'd be like,
I was not
take
gonna
your
hold you.
shit, do you, and leave me the fuck alone. That's how it works.
I was not gonna hold you. Like when Miss Eno, when you said earlier that a lot of women don't want to be like they're not willing to let that go, especially a scorned woman, and it's like at the end of the day, I gotta be real with us women, men too, but women more specifically because we're more emotional. You got to take a good hard look at yourself. Why do I keep allowing this to happen to me? Even though it's not your fault at all.
Self-abuse,
it's not your fault. Because like there's some people out there that are just that messed up that they just go out here just doing dirt to women for nothing. So it's really on those people. But I'm specifically speaking about the women who keep allowing it over and over and over again. Which is why we're talking about this now. Would you allow a person back in? If you allow a person to come back, because like you said, a man that has lost something will appreciate and value what comes to him next if something does. And like I think Mr. Hunter said that as well. He said that earlier. It's very it's very rare. Like it's really rare. So it's like how many different ways are you going to allow access to your heart like that to allow a person to keep breaking it? If a person is willing to break your trust the first time, shame on them, right? If they break your heart a second time, shame on you because you knew it was coming and you keep allowing it. Then if they break your heart a third time, then it's like you keep allowing it to happen.
The same thing to happen.
Somebody,
a man knows that. A man knows that.
A man knows that.
Once you forget, it's like if a man slaps you. If you in an abusive, the man don't slap you right up front. When you move in with him or he got you out your family zone and he hits you the first time and you pacify it, he gonna try to hit you a little harder the second time. By the third time, he done broke a jaw. He done gave you a black eye because you've allowed this. You ever hear Vaughn say, she'll be like, nip that shit in the bud. Some things you got to stop from the beginning. If a man cheat on you one time and you forgive him and he go do it again and you forgive him, then you a fool. At some point you got to be like, you know what? This is what this brother gonna do. Let me wrap my head around. Let us have this conversation. Because like I sat my ex-husband down and said, you do you, I'm about to do me. There's no need for us to fight. Because I'm letting you know, if Shawty see me over there, that's probably where I was. If you saw me at the bar with another dude, please be saying hi. Don't be mad because I'm doing me. We have an understanding now. Sometimes you just got to be like, look, this is what it is. I mean, we wrong. No,
well, understand me. Understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying this what we asked, okay? Can a relationship be rebuilt because of infidelity? My only thing is it can. Okay. Now, when we go into the multiple cheating, the multiple infidel, that's another subject for another day. Okay. So we just talking about the basics of it. can a relationship be built because of infidelity? Yes, it can. How I know? From experience and for what I know. You know, we all know a lot of people that have been in that situations.
Mm-hmm.
In my situation, my friend husband cheated on her, and guess what? After she left his butt for damn near a year, when he came back, brother man came back 150. He
Right.
brought his A game on, you know. And to me, and you know, we talked.
He
You
probably
know, I've
missed
been
what
friends with her 25 years. We've been friends for over 25 years. And guess what? He was sorry, and he truly meant what he said. Like, you know, they go on multiple trips. Like everything he do is because of that. So, you know, it's not the all, you know, like it have to be over. It's depending on who you are, how sorry that person is, and if that person gonna come back to you truly putting their
doing
foot
right.
down that I'm changing and I'm gonna be a better man because of that situation. Because some people don't know, like we said, they don't miss that well. They don't appreciate it until it's gone. And she had to leave his butt for a year and had to go back to courting, had to go back to dating. So I want to know if you're sincere. How much you willing to do to get this back? And that she tell, you know, she said, man, she even gave me, like, when I was going through it, she said, like, you know, I wouldn't give up that easy. Just see if he really gonna do what he said he gonna do. Because some people sorry, you know, but a damn fool, like, okay, if I find out you cheating and you don't cheat with 5 women, you gotta go, because you don't, and mine, just to be honest with you, you know why I said it had to be over, because you know what? Every time you get caught, you're gonna get another one. You never was sorry. You just a hoe.
Vonda said, let me read some of these comments. Vonda said they don't want to give up. They build together for the sake of the family. Brian said, home is where the heart is.
And cheater doesn't always cheat because I no longer cheat.
So you're saying cheating at some
he was
point.
a cheater. I
Chef,
believe a relationship can become stronger after infidelity. I feel that everything comes out into the open and not secret. Conversation expands. You find what that person really wants and likes. It goes from unhealthy to healthy if you have 2 people that want the same things. I agree with that.
I agree with that, Chef. That if you have 2 people driving for the same thing and they both sorry, because you know, like I said, I think it's a double standard when a man goes out and cheat. But if a woman does the same thing, it's looked upon a whole different way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's fair. I think cheating is cheating. Infidelity is infidelity, no matter who's going out and doing it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's just what I feel on that. I think it's a double standard when somebody actually sits, and a lot of people do it. They be like, oh girl, she cheated on him. You know, and it's like the guy done told everybody that you done cheated on him, but probably wasn't telling what he probably was doing to push you out there to cheat in the first place.
I don't think nobody push you out to cheat. I think you do that because
Greed.
that's what you want to do. I don't think nobody can push nobody out.
It's
to cheat.
temptation.
It's a choice.
It's a choice.
It's a choice that you have to make. And I don't give a damn if my husband ain't doing this. It's my business and my job to have open communication. If my husband not licking it right, or my man ain't doing this right, or he don't want to do that right, it's my job to handle that between him and I. Why go cheat and you never even discuss, like, nigga, why you cheated? Oh, I cheated because, and you never even told me any of those things. You never told me you had a problem with me doing this. You never told me that you needed me to do that. You just doing that. That's an excuse. That's a cop out. That's a cop out. That's why communication is very important, and people don't want to communicate. They want to get into their little way and then complain about this, and you trying to fix the damn problem. That's not fixing the problem, my nigga. Like, you going to sleep with a woman ain't fixing the problem. What you got going on? Like, you ain't tell me what was going on, but you going out here and do this that I don't even know what I did.
I feel you, honey. I feel you.
I know I wasn't doing this right. Or I ain't bounce on it hard enough or whatever. Or you want the freak? Shit, let's turn on the red light. But nigga, you ain't never tell me that. I probably could have fixed it for you. You ain't tell me you leave him. Oh, I went on up in the which because I need a freak sometime. I need you. You ain't tell me you wanted me to get on the damn pole. I would have went and took pole lessons because that's my job.
But most people, but that is true. Most of the time when a man goes out and actually does cheat, you always find something that's freakier than what he has at home. But that is, like I said, that's once again, but then, that's once again that you're right. Something that can be talked about.
I hope them dudes don't know that. Like, if they didn't know, news flash, just like y'all looking at them women with them big booties and stuff, they got some fine ass men out there. You ain't the only damn nigga for me, and I could see too. You looking and I'm looking too. So guess what? It just like you feel like it's temptation for women, like for men. Oh, you don't know that all them temptation shit. You don't know what the hell we got to go through. Shit with that damn nigga we seen. That nigga so damn fine. That was wet all the patrols. Like, nigga, you don't know it. I had to resist that temptation and fly to my car. Hurry up and get that goddamn car. Hey, baby,
we have the same temptations. Men don't think we do, but that's what we do.
They don't see that. They got some damn temptation. They got some badass dudes out here, man. Yeah. Just like you think they got some badass, they got some nice looking damn men out here, baby, with some smiles that's gonna knock everything down. Who are you?
The streets is the world. Brian said the streets is the world. Brian, I do agree. It is the world, honey. He said exactly what he's saying. The streets is the world. People, I'm telling you. Cheating is the easiest thing to do. That's the first thing. If you're not stupid enough to get caught up in all the mix of it, you have to be. I always say this: you have to be really good at it, because I always think if you have to sneak, you're not good at your job. That's what I feel. That I think when you're really a true pimp, like I want to call people sometimes, ain't no confusion in the castle, baby. You know what I'm saying? There's some folks that can run it so smooth, honey. No one ain't never hurt. Nothing don't ever go down bad. When you got these little messy ones that don't know how the game really work, and they start doing all the extra stuff that they can't even be accountable for, because they start confused. My body's tied up in the cord, and they start doing the confusing stuff, but your mind can't wrap around what they doing no more, and they can't figure out who they are and who they doing anymore. That's where the problem come in. That's where the problem come in, baby.
I don't think cheating could ever be easy.
I think cheating.
I think that it happens, and it's more easy for certain people because some people not looking. They're so busy doing something else. Like you can cheat on a busy person that's just handling their damn business and just don't have no time to watch you. But if they just open their damn eyes, they can see. I don't think nobody just that damn good.
If I was a cheater, I would be a hoe. If I was actually a cheating type chick, it would be a mess. I could think of all the shit out of all the fine brothers I run across every day that just be coming with all kinds of stuff. I would cheat in my mind every day and cheating don't have to be the act, Cheating is cheating. It's all kinds of different types of cheating. Like the Bible said, if you think it, you done did the sin, you may as well go do the act. Ain't no need to sit here lusting, honey. If you don't slept with 10 niggas at the same time in your brain, and your husband's laying in the bed, and you done slept with 5 other men, you done cheated in your mind, honey. Let's be real.
That's true.
The next nigga that come in my life, baby, when I look at him, my whole brain got to stop. That's how woe I want to be in my life right now. I don't want to settle for nobody and their foolishness and what they bringing and they ain't bringing. It's too much work.
Yeah.
What? So drop me everything I need in one man, please.
I mean, like if the relationship could be built after one infidelity, meaning like like Miss Eno said, if a person is truly showing that they apologize because they learned their lesson, that's different as opposed to, like we said, habitual cheaters. Because most times it'd be the habitual cheaters that mess it up for the ones who really want a second chance. And there are those who really want a second chance and they're willing to show that. It's just these days, everybody's sleeping with everybody. You got social circles where people are dating each other and marrying each other, then they get divorced and then marrying the other person that they wish they should have married the first time, and then they cheat. It's a whole bunch of crazy.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of crazy.
Yeah. Especially if you go to looking at the entertainment industry, you might as well just clock out. That's That's not no
Yeah,
kind of
that's Sodom and Gomorrah
shit.
all in one breath.
That's a whole nother
Another
topic
whole
for a whole
topic.
nother damn day.
Okay.
We could spend 10 weeks just on that topic alone.
Yeah,
That's
or
true.
infidelity,
That's true.
cheating, lies, social media. It's a
Girl,
whole
they
lot. The
kill
world.
me.
Oh my gosh.
That doggone entertainment industry with them rappers and them video girls and
Yeah, all the
It's
ones
a
on all
whole
these
it's
hip
a
hop
whole
shows
mess.
on TV.
That's a
Everybody
whole
sleeps
nother
with everybody
mess.
in Hollywood. Put it like
That's a
that.
whole nother
Everybody.
mess.
oh
Just
my God,
Hollywood,
I wouldn't
period.
want to be up in no
Yeah.
Hollywood.
But
Yeah,
Oh
they
but
call
my
me everybody
God,
like Holly weird.
it's
It's Holly
just too
weird.
yeah, it's
much.
like how many people can you sleep with? I mean, good Lord.
Holly weird because everybody dating everybody marrying everybody. You literally got social like friend circles where look at Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was married to Katie Holmes. They get a divorce, and his friend Jamie Foxx now starts
Now,
messing with, and that's your friend. That's your. You're
it's
not
one
supposed
thing
to.
like this. It's just like a world. The world is hell. That's what we living in, and this is the platform of all the worldliness that we embrace every day. And we say this is what we want in our lives. We
This
want
is why
toxic.
it's
We
getting.
fiend on toxic. Don't you
It,
know we fiend on sex?
it's getting harder and harder to believe that there's anyone else out there. Like honestly, seriously, it's getting harder
No,
and harder
really,
for
you
me.
cannot take people serious at all. You just have to be like, okay, when somebody come and they talk about they confused, they don't know. I want to go ahead and do this. I'm still in these streets. I'm still doing this. I still want to talk to. It's the world is like one big confused, sick, sometimes ball. And you just have to not, if you don't want to dance, and you just got to step out and just keep your right mind because some of this shit is crazy. I'm
And
talking about absolutely crazy.
absolutely crazy, and it makes me being at this age, and I'm seeing friends get married and getting divorced, family members getting married and get divorced, and me being a single person, I'm just like, is it meant for me? Because with the stuff that
This is what I'm looking for.
yeah, like is this what I'm supposed to be what I'm supposed to be looking forward to? I invest 20,
No.
30 years in somebody, and then they turn around and half my marriage they cheating on me with somebody that they wish they would have married the first time. It's like, come on, man. You didn't
Come
know
on
you
now. It's like, come on now. We ain't doing that. That's what I'm saying.
right.
When you waste years of your life on some fool
Yo.
and you done gave up all your like we older now, 49, 46. You know, we in them ages. I can't go give somebody 3 years and then the shit just bottom out. Because yeah, the years start adding up after a while. So no, you at some point say, I'm gonna have to sit still for a minute until what I need comes. Because all that extra moving around like that's honey, it's too
Like,
much.
what are you scared of? You're scared of missing out? Missing out on what? Missing
What?
out on what? What are you missing
I
out
mean,
on? Different
dick is
pussy.
good, but it ain't that
Different.
grand. Different
This
colors,
one's pussy
shape,
is
size.
different than this one's pussy, and this one's tighter than this one, and this one's wetter than this one. And it's like, oh wow, guess what? Dicks are bigger and smaller every day. So if I do the
Every
same thing,
day.
oh, this one's guy's
Hello.
dick is bigger than
Okay,
this one.
this guy is great. His touch is more swag. His
Come
kiss is
on,
more
man.
affectionate. I mean, we could do this all day, every day, but it really is. It really is sad when you think about it. What we have managed ourselves down to in this world. Values, morals, goals,
as
dreams,
women, we
ambition.
take a lot of because of us being so emotional. We take a lot of shortcuts, man.
That's a fact.
I don't know about y'all, but I know I did. I took a lot of
Yeah,
damn
baby.
4-inch, 5-inch when they had 8-inch down the street. And they had an 8-inch with the liquid and stick and everything, and I'm over here loving your ass, and nigga, you want to cheat up on me with this doggone 3-foot? This 3-inch nub you got, this little nub, and I'm accepting this goddamn nub, and you talk about with this one bigger fat boy, nigga, you wouldn't even know how to roll it up in a big old doggone.
You know what?
What you call it? And we really be sitting down telling they behind what the hell they whatever, stop psyching these niggas up. Telling me, oh, it's good. Yeah. Because you loving their ass.
And that's the problem.
See, we put the love in it. See, when we put the emotion in it, we think, oh Lord, all he gotta do is touch us because we already feeling you.
That's a problem with a lot of you niggas. A lot of you niggas want bitches that's brainless to stroke your ego because you can't take it if somebody's work with you. If I really tell you exactly, I'm not faking a nut to make you happy. You crazy? You crazy?
Yeah, that's a lot of job.
I'm not faking my nut to make you. What? like, and
I
like you
want to
said, we're
get
young,
mine.
right? We're young, right? So I'm just like, all right, like I still got some time, so to speak. So it's like, no, I spent a lot of my younger years getting caught up in being stupid and I don't want to tell him that I'm not being satisfied because I don't want his ego to get hurt. Nah, fuck that.
I know, right? Like we could hurt these niggas a lot. I
Feelings.
know a lot of people I
And
was with. I could hurt your damn feelings.
Right. They want to call us
Sit
emotional.
your
It's like,
little no
you have
nine doing
no
nothing, something
not
self.
doing nothing, and you have no idea how much we could really hurt your feelings. We just hold back. We really hold back. But if we really was to tell you how we really feel,
They
a
feel
lot of you
like
niggas will be hurt. A lot of you
yeah.
niggas will be hurt.
A lot of times.
Y'all will be
I mean,
seriously
a lot,
hurt.
yeah.
This
A
little
lot of
pinky
people
went
would be
to the
hurt.
market.
Egos would be hurt anyway.
This little
And
piggy went home.
went to the market. Like, what's that?
And they
Talk about
loving
you
on
want
you,
to
honey. They loving on
she
you,
got
though.
something.
Girl, I'm gonna tell you something. If
She
I
got
was that
something that you
small
don't
as a
got.
man, I just never ask nobody for no sex.
Glad I didn't either.
Ethan said, "You gotta have trust, ladies. There is a person out there for everyone. Stop letting people ruin belief. I know God got someone out there for me, and I'm not gonna be bad applies. I'm not gonna let bad apply keep me from believing in
Bad
that.
apples, yeah,
Bad apples keep it. And guess what?
That's
He is
Shit is so
definitely.
little, yo. I'm sorry.
right.
The shit is small on my
I know,
screen.
but he's definitely right.
He's right.
And
Yeah.
I don't think that we should sit around here and every man for itself. Every tub stand on their own. So I don't think that we should, like Miss Liz. I don't think that like I heard you say about if somebody was cheating or whatever like that, why I'm gonna let you? Why I want you? Because you was a cheater before or whatever. Or they have some women like that, like every man this and this and that, and all men like this and all. No, all men not like that. They do actually have a lot of good men, solid men out there that's looking for the same thing you, because you got to understand they got the thotties now.
Yeah.
Them women ain't nothing nice. Some of these women got these men beat. I'm sorry. They got these men beat, man. They're open and cocking up. They don't have no morals. That's why we can't find no good men, because them thotties
it's hurting them. It's hurting them.
Bad name for the women, because it used to be, the women talk about them, but I see a lot of men now, even in education, right? I had a lot of kids in my class that's being raised by their dad. The mama left. She don't want to be no mama no more. She running with the women. I mean, she running with the men and the women.
Ethan said, read our comments, ladies. Let our voices be heard. Ethan, we just read your comment. Let's see. Did you say something else? He says, so it's clear someone's not being honest.
Mm-hmm.
Ethan said, positives, vibes, and vibration, ladies. We're all grown and gotta have faith. Well, that's true, Ethan. We do, but you might be one of the good guys. I mean, you gotta understand. There's women out here that's been scorned, cheated on, infidelity, and everything. So they're scarred. They already carrying a load. So I don't think anybody's bitter. I don't think people are bitter. I think they're all just speaking from different experiences in their life. Like Miss N.O., she knows what that feels like. She knows what she dealt with. So
Shelly, they got some women now. They got these men beat. They don't mess up the men.
Karan said, "Smoke a blunt and get through it."
I agree.
I'm sorry.
They got some women don't mess up them good men.
Yeah,
the good women not trusting no women no more.
And I actually got to say something, because something that Hunter said, you can't let a few bad apples basically ruin a good tree. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, some women are scorned. There's women, right? Just like there's men, everybody. There are people that were good people before they messed with the no good people.
Right.
And once they got with the no good people, gave them chance after chance after chance, may not be the same person, but gave different people chances. And after a while, they're like, me being nice is not getting me nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until, because I've experienced that being in relationships, and I was being nice and naive. And then it took for me to get disrespectful for a nigga to respect me. A lot of times I held my tongue to satisfy his ego and not hurt his feelings. And it took for me to snap up to hurt his feelings to get the point that I'm not playing. And it's sad that why do you have to get, it's not so much that we need to, get, just let it go and get through it. No, a lot of people got issues. You got narcissists out here, you got manipulators out here, you got people who are sick and selfish and they're self-serving, they're empty, so they go around stealing energy, being energy vampires, stealing from people in their energy just to satisfy a soulless bottomless pit. So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily, you got walking
Yeah.
demons out here.
Yeah, I agree
Right,
with you.
that's so true. Ethium said, "Well, give us a clean slate, queens. We're not the ones that done you wrong. We're just the ones trying to meet good ladies, just like y'all want to meet a good man."
That's true. People get, thank
Vonda
you, Ray
said people
Vonda.
get fed up. They do.
People
People
get
get
fed
sick and
up.
tired of being sick and tired. I mean, really and
I
truly.
want a lifelong relationship. I want us to even look alike because we're so well bonded.
I
Okay.
want that too. I want that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty picture. If a picture can work like
Hmm.
that, that'd be the best one in the world,
Well,
honey.
what's the
Right.
problem, ETM, Mr. Hunter? What's the problem? Why? What problem are you having finding a good woman? We can hold our tongues. We can't hold our tongues anymore. Fuck that. I learned that, and now whatever comes up comes out.
Yeah,
Mm.
sometimes, Dolly, you're right. Sometimes you got to say what you got to say because a lot of times you hold back and you don't say nothing, and the
Hmm.
next thing you know, did I hit her out of the screen? I think her screen did it on. Next thing you know, you're sitting somewhere with your head hurting because you done let somebody do you wrong too many times. We have went way over
Hello.
our time as we often do in these conversations when they get juicy. I'm
Hmm.
gonna read these last ones, y'all. And as always, we always go over our time when it's a topic. Brian said that's
That's
facts.
fact.
And he said,
Walking
walking
demons
demons
for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely. A lot of people are here in devil disguise, honey. Sometimes you on your right path of life, and then you have some whole devil come jump in your whole world. Dolly said, if you hold back, you're hurting yourself, not them. That is true, Dolly. I so agree with that.
Mhm.
Sometimes you just gotta let go and let God.
Yes.
Anyway, y'all, it's been great. It's been fabulous. Y'all pray for B. She's still sick. Miss Liz and Miss Mo, thank you again for co-hosting and helping us out with this show to keep it going for these lovely viewers of ours. Y'all will be back on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 8 o'clock, same time, same place. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to all of our platforms. Um, we love y'all as we often say, and y'all have a great and wonderful and fabulous night. Wait, hold up. Ethan told me to read his comment, honey. Because we meet ladies that feel like they can do everything by themselves. I love a lady that wants that. I love a lady that's submissive and fun, but a lady in the streets.
A lot of
Like
times
you're
those
saying,
women that feel like they
singing
don't
our
need
song
nothing.
here. Okay, see, now y'all gonna have to like these comments want to come in at 9:10. You can
You
you can come scorn me. Take
somebody's into
all
that. Some
take
kinky.
all the past experience on me. Okay, Karan, you're crazy. You tell this boy stop. He said, read the
He's
last
Read
kinky.
the
comment.
comment, Shelley, please. What's the last one?
He wants to do with
God's
that
plan.
submissive and a freak in the sheets or something like that.
Go
Um,
ahead, read it. When God made women, he didn't make a mistake. Women was made for men. Men didn't take their rightful places. Satan got in and turned everything evil. Remember, Satan comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Amen.
A
yeah,
word said,
you have a
Van.
point.
You're
You have
right.
a point.
All
Oh,
praises to the Most High.
much
Much love,
love.
Brian. Thank you. And the last one is Ethan. Thank you,
Thank you,
ladies. Tell
ladies.
Keisha Winston
Have
we
we
will. Y'all, it's been great. Thank you again. This is Shelly Live, B Lovebird, Miss Liz, Miss Mo. Y'all remember they'll be rocking with us from time to time on these shows. Y'all have a great and fabulous Thursday.
yes.
So the Live, B Lovebird, y'all loving life and loving what we do.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Don't do nothing, no movements. Let's make this song play before we start.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go.
Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal.
Shelly
Me don't want no
Line
fake love,
and
me only want the real deal.
Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on a dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Shelly Line and be lovebird.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
My stream